Labor for our first meeting of this legislative session. Just want to welcome everyone to the session as we're about to get started. I do want to welcome any guests that we have. We do have some new members on the committee. I would like to make some introductions before we get started with our agenda for today. First, myself being the new chairman of this committee, transitioning over from Education Committee as chairman there. I've greatly appreciated my time being chair of Education. Still staying on the committee, but I'm very excited about this opportunity to transition over to Economic Development, Labor, and Tourism. I worked with many of you with Education Committee before and looking forward to working with you on this committee as well. Also want to welcome new member Senator Gary Boswell to the committee. Gary's one of our new members and on the committee for the first time. Also Senator Shelley Funky Fromeyer, new member into the Senate. Welcome to you. And we have some members that are transitioning back also to the committee that have been gone for maybe a while, and that being Senator Denise Harper Angel. Senator Harper Angel, welcome. Good to have you on the committee. And Senator Jason Howell. I'm not sure if Senator Howell's in here yet or not, but he also is a new member to the committee as well. I also want to welcome our staff that we have, Ms. Janine Coy, our committee staff administrator, Audrey Ernstberger, our committee analyst, Crystal Thompson, another committee analyst, and Sasha Allen, our committee assistant. So the one that keep us in line and keep the train moving up here. Greatly appreciate all of our LRC staff and the ones assigned to this committee as well. So before we get started, I'd like to go over a few reminders. If you do have a cell phone, if you would please silence your cell phone at this time to silence or vibrate. And if you would like to speak on a bill, please use the sign-in sheet at the entrance to the room. The request is to speak is within the chair's discretion based upon the time restraints for this meeting and information that's already been presented. And just a reminder that no signs are permitted in the room. And if any member has a question or comment, please just signal to Sasha or Janine up here with a hand raised, and we will get you in the order of questions. Sasha, if you would, please call the roll.
Senator Boswell. Here. Senator Funky Fromeyer.
Here.
Senator Girdler. Senator Harper Angel. Senator Howell. Senator Mills.
I'm here.
Senator Storm.
Here.
Senator Thomas. Senator Wilson.
Here.
Senator Wheeler.
Here.
Chairman Wise.
Present. We do have one bill on the agenda for this morning, that being Senate Bill 10, an act relating to registration of professional employer organizations and declaring an emergency. That is my bill. I'll be making my way to the table. I'm going to let my Vice Chair, Senator Wheeler, assume the chair position. And Kristen Baldwin, if you would make your way to the table with me. Good to see you. Mr. Chairman, members of the committee, Senator Max Wise, Senate District 16, Senate Bill 10 is what is presented with you this morning. I would like to turn it over to Ms. Kristen Baldwin for her introductions this morning. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you, Chairman and members of the committee. My name is Kristen Metters-Baldwin with the National Association of Professional Employer Organizations, or NAPIO. We are the largest trade associations for PEOs in the industry. There are 60 NAPIO PEO companies doing business in the state of Kentucky with more than 1,500 clients and nearly 30,000 worksite employees. By way of background, PEOs provide comprehensive human resource solutions to small and medium-sized businesses that allow their clients to focus on their core competencies to maintain and grow their businesses. The typical PEO client is a small business with an average of 5 to 20 employees, and many small businesses choose to use a PEO service to handle their employment-related issues and to attract and retain quality employees. I'm here to ask for your support of Senate Bill 10 on behalf of the members of NAPIO today. The Kentucky House and Senate passed House Bill 506 last year, creating a comprehensive registration program and regulatory framework for PEOs. The passage of House Bill 506 brought Kentucky in line with 41 other states which have passed some form of comprehensive legislation addressing the specific licensing, registration, and regulation of PEOs, a vast majority of which track closely with the NAPIO Model Act, in which this bill was based. House Bill 506 requires all PEOs to register and provide financial data with the Kentucky Department of Workers' Claims by January 10th, 2023, this upcoming Tuesday. This is the statutorily stated 180 days after the bill was enacted on July 14th, 2022. As the Tuesday implementation nears, the PEO industry and the Kentucky Education and Labor Cabinet are not yet aligned on how to smoothly make this transition into the new law, likely leading to costly disruptions for small businesses and their employees. To allow for more industry stakeholder engagement and a dialogue with the Department of Workers' Claims and the unemployment insurance regulators, the PEO industry is requesting the legislature delay the PEO registration deadline until July 15th of 2024. This action is needed to be taken before the statutory registration deadline of Tuesday, January 10th. Again, this will allow regulators and PEO stakeholders to have the necessary time to continue working together on regulations and ensure a smooth transition for their PEOs, Kentucky small businesses, and their employees. The PEO industry appreciates the ongoing dialogue with regulators at the Education and Labor Cabinet, who have continued to meet with PEOs since the bill's passage. In closing, please understand PEOs are corporations that are in the business of compliance. PEOs feel compelled to comply with the law on behalf of their client employers, which makes the passage of this bill this week so important. I will end my remarks again respectfully requesting your support of Senate Bill 10. Thank you again, Mr. Chairman, and for your willingness to advance this legislation during the first week of the session.
All right, I have a motion. Do I have a second? Okay. And just to clarify for the audience, the Department of Workers Claims the administration is in fact on board with this legislation in order to effectuate this smooth transition. Is that correct?
Is that a question, sir?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I cannot speak on behalf of the Department of Workers Claims, but we have been in communication with them and have been sharing drafts of this bill since we've been working on this the past couple of weeks.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Madam Clerk, could you please call the roll?
Senator Boswell. Senator Funky Fromeyer.
Yes.
Senator Gardler. Senator Harper Angel. Senator Howell. Senator Mills.
Aye.
Senator Storm.
Aye.
Senator Thomas. Senator Wheeler.
Aye.
Senator Wilson.
Aye.
Chairman Wise.
Aye.
Passes 9-0. I guess congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, members of the committee.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? Chairman, would you like this on the consent docket or? No? Okay, all right.